We're in Holyoke, Massachusetts today, and we're in front of our side of the Second Baptist Church of Holyoke. It has a different name, but that historically it was its name. And at this location, it was here October 20th, 1885. It was dedicated. The cornerstone might probably says 1885, but it also says 1850 on it, and that's to signify that as a congregation they started out in Ireland Parish in June 24th, 1849, and then in Holyoke in 1850 when Holyoke came into existence. But they didn't have a church yet, and for a long time, from 1849 to 1858, 9 years, they had no church. They would honor their masters inside of apartments or stores that you can find and rent out. And their first physical church wasn't until they had one built at Main and Mosier, very close to where the train station would come in. And that only lasted 5 years. They took it down because it was a wood-clad church, and they built a bigger one of masonry stone. Now it's ready in 1865. But even that one only lasted to 1885 because they were getting big and their congregation was enormous. The Baptist religion was very popular in the late 1800s, and it grew and grew. And there was a First Baptist Church, of course, in Holyoke, and that was on Northampton Street, and that was large too. As you can see here, they do have stained glass windows here, and the material over is a translucent material, so you can actually see right in there. Now, the congregation has been shut down because about 10 years ago, they had a problem with the roof, and a big substantial part of the steeple to roof area collapsed onto the streets. And then a few more bricks a few years later came down. And it ended up Holyoke shut them down. They tried to get funding and grants. They couldn't get it up to now, but I wish they do because it's a very large church. And it used to be popular. It's very nice inside, and it deserves to be open. It's one of the biggest churches and nicest churches inside of Holyoke itself. Now, I include this on parts of street tours that I do because it faces right onto Appleton Street, and it sides right onto Walnut Street. And so for that reason, there's lots of other institutions around that are important. Now, hopefully it'll go through, but it's also in a rougher part of Holyoke, and so that doesn't really help out very much. All right, so thank you for coming to the Second Baptist Church.